inside, she already knows. It builds her up to knock her down. It builds her up and take her higher and higher today. She doesn't like the games he plays. She acts like everything's okay. She doesn't want to
We're coming for you. We're coming for you. What is happening, gang? It's Clint. Welcome back to Clint Likes Everything for another episode of Versus. I'm your host, Clint Baker. We're going to be doing some movie battles tonight, and oh, what a great night to be doing movie battles. I appreciate you guys who've been hanging in the rafters while we deal with some technical difficulties, but we're here. We made it. We survived Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving, and here we are. I had a little bit of trouble this week. I posted a bunch of porno on my face. No, I didn't do that. I actually got hacked. And be careful for phishing scams. It made it look like it was an actual Facebook message to me about my account, and I thought I was getting in trouble for having some copyrighted material, which it's okay to do under fair use if you're reviewing something, and that, like a reaction video with the little guys in the corner. And so by little guys, I mean me and Curtis, and we're about to get him in here. So anyway, so I clicked on this thing so I can resolve this and dispute whatever copyright issues they said I was having. And next thing you know, as soon as I did it, I was at a traffic light and I entered my info, and then as soon as I hit enter, I was like, oh no, they just got me. And I got where I was going. My brother hit me up and said, hey, man, are you feeling okay? And I go, yeah, why? And he goes, well, because there's a bunch of on your site. A what? He's like, yeah, and there was a bunch of bad stuff, and so they shut my account down pretty quick. So anyway, so anybody who saw a boob, I apologize, and anybody inconvenienced by not being able to stream on Facebook, again, I apologize. I'm trying to resolve this, and hopefully because I got hacked, Facebook will give me my ability to stream on Facebook back, but I'm in Facebook jail for 30 days. Can you believe it? Clint Baker in Facebook jail. So anyway, we're here. We're having a good time. Before we get move forward, I'm going to show what the subjects are, and we're going to hear a little bit from Van Damme, and then I'm gonna get Curtis in here. So the subject loves Bad Santa and Bad Moms, but you got Billy Bob Thornton, John Ritter, Tony Cox, Bernie Mac. It's a classic. It's a Christmas classic. Bad Moms. Everybody loves Bad Moms. Then they made Bad Moms Christmas. It's Catherine Hahn, Mila Kunis, Kristen Bell, all the goodies, their parents. We're going to go in depth on all the casts and everything else. I'm not trying to leave anybody out hanging. But before we do that, guys, click subscribe. Yeah. How did we get that VS down there? That's great. And let's get Curtis in here. Curtis, how you doing, homie?
I'm doing great. I just want to say, man, your Facebook page has been killer this week. Whatever you're doing, keep it up.
Oh, man. Yeah. About as killer as Thanksgiving is. It's man. Yeah, I had to take a bath after Thanksgiving last week. That was a tough one. But yeah, again, we got Bad Moms versus Bad Santa. and what a good time we're going to have. But before we get into that, guys, we are going to get into the chat and talk to our people. Many of those people are on our Patreon page. You can get to our Patreon page if you go to the information about this video. We'll have it in there if you're on the rewatch. All your help is much appreciated, and that helps us pay the bills, keep the software going, and all that. Let's say what is up to everybody in the chat. We got Mel. We got Bobby. Hi, Bobby.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah, what's up, gang? Also, Chris Clank, I'm sure you're listening, and it's your birthday. So happy birthday, you old fart.
Happy birthday.
He's only 3 months older than me, so there's 3 months a year I get to be like, golly, you're old, and he's like, whatever, man. So we've been playing that game since we were kids. Happy birthday, man, and what a good time. Did you rewatch both of these movies? Had you already seen them?
Yeah, I had, and I rewatched both of them. It had been a long time since I'd seen Bad Santa. I think, and it had been a while since we'd seen Bad Mom's Christmas as well.
Mhm.
But I'd seen that more recently. But they're very good rewatch on both of them.
Yeah, the Bad Santa's tough to do with kids in the room. That one gets pretty
Well,
rough.
Yeah, both of them were. Yeah, this one was a kind of a sneaky watch for me and mom or wifey. We were able to figure it out though. Hey, Bobby.
Also, you know the Bad Moms. There's like, you don't want your kids looking at someone's package. There's just random stuff that's thrown in there to where like, oh, it's got Mila Kunis. I can watch this with the
Not that
kids.
bad, like-
Yeah, it'll be family friendly. Oh, there's a giant rhubarb. That's a rhubarb, honey. He stole a rhubarb. Yeah.
Well, and I remember since I had seen Bad Moms Christmas sooner or more recently, I was like, I know the kids can't watch this. But I remember I was like, I think the kids can watch Bad Santa, and I must be remember the TV cut or something like that, because but it's been 15 years or something like that. But I was like, whatever, and I was in the garage and I put it on and I started watching it. And I was like, oh, thank God I didn't I didn't watch.
You're like, this is worse than I thought.
Yeah, this is worse. This makes Bad Moms look like a tame, petting zoo.
There's probably some, I bet, I don't know, I don't have kids, but I would imagine that there's some movies that you maybe watched when kids were at an age, you're like, they're so young, they're not going to get it.
Yeah.
So we can get away with this. But now that's like, oh, the boy might get it or something. You know what I mean? Like, we can't watch this anymore.
Yeah, there's a lot of them where it's like, okay, that stuff will just go right over their heads, because it's an aside joke or something like that. But whenever it's like full frontal, like in your face obscenity, like,
Yeah, you're like,
that's not going over their heads.
Awesome, man. Well, we got a fun fact from Mel. What do we got here? Fun fact, Peter Dinklage vowed never to play a caricature of a dwarf, just characters that happen to have dwarfism. Oh, as he should, man. There's a century of dwarves, only getting certain roles. So I like that he's like, no, I'm a serious actor who I don't, I'm not going to tap dance and play the typical little person role. I'm just not going to do that. And I could see that he seems like a serious guy. Where a lot of people are just happy to get a paycheck. You know what I mean? Like, sure, I'll do whatever.
Yeah. Well, and I would say, he's first of all lucky to be Peter Dinklage, but any little person after Peter Dinklage is going to have that ability. Like, he's one of the first serious actors to be taken or seriously, with dwarfism.
Yeah.
I mean, plenty of them like Willow and stuff are good actors and damn good actors, but still had to take those roles. But he's proven that you don't have to.
Yeah, it's like okay, we're not doing an Oz sequel, sir, and it's not like, you know what I mean, like 30 years ago, it'd be something like that, and now they're like, oh, hello, Mr. Dinklage. He's fucking awesome. Like, if you, I don't know how much Thrones you watch, but Game of Thrones, but he might be my favorite character in Game of Thrones. He is fantastic, so good. But anyway, Let's get
Yeah.
into let's quit trying to keep from putting our feet in our mouth talking about little people, like and just move on to we're not being malicious, guys. Don't cancel us. But let's move on to the show, man. Again, it's Bad Moms versus Bad Santa. And we're going to go for points. This is the points page. Both sides start with one snowman, and let's get into it, man. You guys ready, gang? Yeah. Yes, we're ready, Clint. All right, air horn. That's the air horn of power. When the air horn of power is rung, it's time to party. So now that's what we're doing. First question: who had the better cast? Well, let's take a look and see. Oh, hey, Curtis. Let's see here. Well, we got Catherine Hahn, Mila Kunis, Kristen Bell, Susan Sarandon, Christine Baranski, Justin Hartley, Cheryl Hines. Cheryl Hines, is she from Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I don't know. I know I recognized her, but I couldn't.
I was like, who the hell is this
place
woman?
her.
I'm pretty sure that's who she is. Hold on. Look here. Yep, Curb Your Enthusiasm. She's awesome in that show. I thought that was her. A fantastic cast, man. Peter Gallagher, Christina Applegate has a little pop in. Wanda Sykes, and all the people you saw from the original Bad Moms are in this thing. Plus, their moms, and I really enjoyed this cast. I've seen Christine Baranski in a million movies. She's a great character actor. And she just kind of blends in. And so it's like you want to think, oh, there's nothing too special about her, but that's a real talent. If you can blend in and just be, into any movie and just be there and do a decent job. But it's really amazing to have a career like she's had. She's been, if you look at her IMDb, she's been in a gajillion movies. Mila Kunis, dude, I would move to wherever she wants. I've always had a crush on her. She's amazing. So and Catherine Hahn is a genius. She's amazing. I'm really excited for the Agatha Harkness show that she's got coming up.
Sure.
Kristen Bell too. She's amazing. The whole cast is fantastic. All right. Well, what do we got going on on the other team? Billy Bob Thornton, who is a legend. Anybody who's in Tombstone already gets extra points.
For that.
Brett Kelly, who's the little kid. This is him all grown up. He was the little kid. Yeah. Thurman Merman. Are you kidding me?
Your name is Thurman Merman.
And then you got freaking John Ritter. John Ritter.
And this was his final role.
I didn't know that. I love John Ritter. John Ritter, as a kid, I'm someone who's might have seen 99% of Three's Company. I may have seen every episode, unless there's some weird lost episodes. I've seen more than most people. I've seen a lot of Three's Company. Wow. I love John Ritter.
You have too.
Tony Cox. Tony Cox is awesome, man. Every time he opens his mouth in this movie, I'm cracking up. He's like he has a really good delivery, much like Wanda Sykes, where they're just like, you mother, like just the delivery, just their cadence is hilarious. And speaking of hilarious, the late Bernie Mac. Holy crap, Bernie Mac was hilarious. And this whole thing, I want to do a shout out or a special mention to AJ Nadeau from Office Space. I back up on that ass with the resurrection. That guy is freaking great in Office Space. This whole cast is fantastic. So it's really tough for me to make a decision. What do you think, Curtis? We got Bad Moms cast. Ooh, look at that. Look at these shining stars versus Bad Santa cast. More shining stars.
They
even got the John Burnell, the true crime guy playing the cop.
Yeah. Well, and they've got
I didn't
Octavia
know.
Spencer in there, a tiny role, but
I didn't notice. What?
yeah.
I'm seeing Kathy Bates and Christina Hendricks in this. I didn't see them. Is somebody playing around?
Kathy Bates was in she was in this tiny role. What was it? Because I did notice. I was like, that was Kathy Bates. What was it? It was this tiny little role
In Bad Santa?
Yeah. And I don't remember Christina Hendricks at all.
Christina Hendricks is
But
from
she might
Mad
have been-
Men. Yeah,
She might have looked way. Yeah, she might.
she
have
probably looked way
back then. That
different.
was-
Yeah, I would have recognized Christina Hendricks. Yeah. So who's your pick? What do you got, guys? And what do you guys in the chat think? Who has a better cast, Bad Santa or Bad Moms Christmas?
I think this has got to be a. I think I could give it to Bad Moms. Although, yeah, seeing John Ritter again and how great he was, and it reminded me also he and Billy Bob were in Sling Blade, and that dynamic was so great.
Oh.
We got to do Sling Blade again. That's so good.
Yeah, we never did Sling Blade.
Or yeah, not again. But so seeing John Ritter again was really great. But I got to give it to Bad Moms. Overall, I think their cast is just a little bit stronger. Yeah,
Oops.
that's what I'm thinking.
I gotta agree with you, man. I think I'm gonna agree with you. Plus, Peter Gallagher's underrated. I like him a lot, but Susan Sarandon has got and Catherine Hahn alone. Those two are like super badass. Everybody on there is great. So this is always a tough one. So we just kind of got to argue about it for a minute. But I think everyone agrees that Bad Moms it's the tip in the scales just a little bit. So
Just a touch, yeah.
So let's give them the point, and we can move on to another one. Bad Moms. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. All right.
And what you were saying about what's her name?
Boom.
Mila Kunis. Mila Kunis, of course, is absolutely true, but it's amazing. Susan Sarandon, to me, is amazing in the fact that you've got these, Catherine Hahn, Mila Kunis, Kristen Bell, all these beautiful people in these movies, and then to me, from my point of view, Susan Sarandon shows up, and she's however old, and it's like I don't care. She's the one.
Yeah.
Like, she just does it for that's a gorgeous woman.
Oh, she's amazing.
At whatever age, like
yeah, and you can see you can see where she's at, and you're like, all these other people, who cares? Like, I mean, who really cares what any of them look like if they're nice? Like, that's a big.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, I mean, you can say that. I'm just defending myself right now before I paint myself as a sexist pig. But no, like I've seen Mila Kunis in a lot of talk shows, and she's just super cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I've always liked that. She's neighbors with Conan O'Brien, and some of her interviews with that I've seen with Conan O'Brien. I'm like, dude, I want to hang out and play D&D with that person. You know what I mean? She's just cool.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Well, and she's Ukrainian. Yeah, she was born in Ukraine and speaks fluent Russian and all that good stuff. Like, so obviously she's a big advocate for that.
We got Mel saying, watch The Client with Susan Sarandon, Tommy Lee Jones, and the late great underrated Brad Renfro. I'm dyslexic.
I think I've seen that, but
I think I've seen it too.
I definitely need to rewatch it.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll put that on the list. All right. Best cast, we already got that one. Let's see which movie is better looking. Well, let's start with the Bad Moms cast. Oh. That's some good cinema. Santa's gonna have a heart attack.
Well, I mean, they're both like well recorded and filmed films or whatever, however you want to say it. But you want to look at this or Billy Bob puking and peeing himself for an hour and a half.
It is beautiful slow mo. I think. Yeah, I think. I think Snyder would be jealous at this.
Yeah, there's a lot of slow mo montages in there.
Oh, let's see here.
A lot of it.
And then for Bad Santa,
Thank you for giving me that letter to the cops. I forgot I asked
well,
you
this
to do it, but
this whole movie was basically filmed in a mall and in this house, so there's not really a lot to go by. So I was like, well, that's a nice looking porch. So I took footage from this porch, and that's a cool shirt that kid's wearing.
Whatever.
Yep. So
You're supposed
So I was
to
like,
let
all
me
right,
out of this
here's a good
hospital,
aerial
I'll see you when I come over to
flyaway
the
shot,
system
and that's
in
about
Jacuzzi.
as nice as it gets. This movie because
That was a
it
good, yeah.
it takes place in a mall. It's basically it. So I'm gonna have to go with Bad Mom.
Yeah.
Slow mo. This looks like the Snyder
Santa
cut, dude.
stuff.
Yeah, it's like I'm waiting for Wonder Woman to come in slowly. It's so stupid, man.
That would
These
only
guys are
make it better
hilarious.
looking.
All right, Bad Moms taking the lead quick.
No, I'm not saying Billy Bob's ugly, but he plays a very ugly character.
He is in this movie.
Yeah, exactly.
He pisses all over himself. Are you kidding me? He's disgusting in this movie. All right. Who do you think had better music? Did you notice the music on either movie?
I did notice it in Bad Moms, and it was because I was looking for it, honestly.
Right.
I did notice it in Bad Santa, but it. I mean, I guess I would say Bad Moms because I noticed it more. But it was just kind of poppy Christmas stuff, and
I didn't notice anything from Bad Santa, so I say we just give the point to Bad Moms.
Yeah.
Santa, you better get it together, bro. Get it together before this lead it gets too far. Sometimes it's hard to come back from. Yeah. Also in Bad Moms, the movie, like the regular movie, the original, the movie was really good in that too. I remember it was just like a lot of fun modern picks for music. So, acting. Which movie has better acting? Well, here's a little taste of Bad Moms acting.
The rock and roll lifestyle isn't for everybody.
I'm still super rock and roll. I woke up in a park this morning. Mom, I've got 5 shamrock tattoos on my ass. I lit the last 3 houses I owned on fire. I fucked 3 of the guys from Motorhead.
You know what drives me crazy?
Genital warts, flats, scabies, carrot top, vegan cheese. That doesn't melt.
I know. Thunder Down Under is playing by the airport.
Got a dick in my face already thinking about it.
That's some acting. Like I said, dude, Catherine Hahn, you could tell they just let her do her thing in this movie.
again, yeah,
You're that
shows
kid.
that because
The f are you doing here?
That kid made this
Just
movie.
one fucking time I take you home, okay?
Uh-huh.
I'm not your fucking dad.
Uh-huh. Why do you need a car?
Which turn is it?
Sage Terrace. Where's your sleigh? Where's the reindeer? That way. Where's the stable? How do they sleep? But the noise, how do they sleep?
What noise?
From the shop. I thought it was always night at the North Pole.
Well, not now. Right now it's always day.
Then how do they sleep?
What is it with you anyway? Somebody drop you on your fucking head?
On my head?
Well, yeah, what are they gonna drop you on somebody else's head?
How can they drop me onto my own head?
God damn it, are you fucking with me?
Yeah, I would have thrown that kid out the window like miles ago. Like that would make me crazy. The kid is such a little dorky kid that it's like that you gotta love him. He does such a good job. They did a great job. I think it's really funny to have your kid in this role, being cursed around too, because he's just dropping F-bombs like crazy. I think it's hilarious.
yeah. Oh, he actually did. Yes, he had.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah, he drops an F-bomb every 5 seconds in that movie.
And actually, according to the trivia, this has the record. Bad Santa has a record for the most profane Christmas film.
All
It's got
right.
more cuss words than most films in general, but definitely more than any other Christmas film.
Well, I thought that kid was great. What were you saying about you started to say something when I was saying they let Catherine Hahn just go nuts.
Well, yeah, like just basically, I think we said the same thing with the first Bad Moms movie, but everybody does great, but Catherine Hahn is just so amazing, and she kind of steals the show. So a lot of that, due to the beauty of physical media,
Aha.
I was able to get clips and outtakes and stuff like that, and a lot of it's just letting her roll, just letting her, say stuff, like improv, and they pick the best, what they think is the best one.
She's done so much work with like improv groups and different things like
Was she on SNL or?
no, she wasn't on SNL, but she's been in like I'm trying to find the show. I think it's Reno 911.
That sounds right.
I think she's in that. I'm looking. It's giving me all of her stupid, not stupid, but it's giving me all of her movie. I don't want the movie stuff. I want the TV stuff. But she's been in a lot of crazy comedies. And every time she's going nuts. Crossing Jordan.
Was she in that?
I gotta look this up. She's in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Let's see. I'm pretty sure she was. I'm looking it up instead of talking.
Well, and so while you're looking that up, we can talk about the numbers. So this was pretty interesting to me. Well, Bad Santa had a 7.1 out of 10. That doesn't surprise me. Bad Santa is a great film.
Mm-hmm.
The critic score on Rotten Tomatoes was a 78. The audience score was a 75. The budget was 23 million. It made 76.5 million, so about 3 1/3 of its times its budget. Bad Moms really surprised me because I usually watch reviews of other people talking about them on YouTube before we get on the show, and everybody was up on Bad Santa. Bad Moms has a 5.6 out of 10 on IMDb, a 32 critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 43 audience score. And a lot of the YouTube reviews on it were pretty negative, and they were getting very critical of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just I don't necessarily understand. You go to this, especially if you've seen the first one. Maybe if you haven't seen the first one and you don't know you don't need to see the first one to watch this one and enjoy this one. But if you haven't seen the first one, you don't know what you're getting into. I could understand that, but it seemed expressed that everyone that was reviewing the movie on YouTube had seen the first one. What do you think you're walking into, and what do you think that they were critiquing it on a lot of this stuff? It was rushed. They pushed it out. It was only 15 months after the first Bad Moms. First Bad Moms was a surprise hit, so they decided to make a new one real quick. And they were saying it was rushed, and they were saying this stuff. And it's not, Gone with the Wind, but it's
by any means.
It's a fun time.
It's dumb mainstream entertainment, and so it's like when you get romantic comedies, people roll their eyes at those movies, but people still watch them, and it's just one of those things. It's like, oh yeah, it's not hip to like a I don't know, Chris Pine, a Gerard Butler, Jennifer Aniston romantic comedy. Nobody's going to be like nobody's going to be like, hey, that's the best movie I've ever seen. They're going to be like, oh my God, it's a stupid romantic comedy. And some stuff gets thrown in there like that. Bad Moms is just basic mainstream entertainment. So
and like that's the thing too. So the budget for that was 28 million, and it made 130 million. So it made 4.6 times its budget, and they're making a third one. They have they've already said there's going to be a third one. It may cover grandmas. It may cover. They were talking about maybe doing one with the dads or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a third one, but that's the thing. I don't.
It's
for
like
the audience. So the critics saying that stuff, I get, but the audience score being 43 million, I don't understand that. I'm 43% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't get that. Why the score is so low?
Because people suck. It's like it's like people will talk smack about Nickelback, but Nickelback will still sell out of an arena. You know what I mean? So it's like people like to hate on stuff that's mainstream because it's not cool.
Haters want to hate. Ballers want to ball.
That's right. Yeah. I was looking at Catherine Hahn's stuff. She was in Cross Jordan. She was in a bunch of stuff, but she was also in Parks and Rec. And I don't know if that's what I was thinking of.
Probably
but
that might be what I'm thinking of too.
But she's just great. All the movies that she's popped in, movies like Meet the Millers and stuff like that, you'll always see her pop in, and it's always those kind of movies where those fun comedies like Horrible Bosses or that are just fun. You see her in all of those types of comedies, and she always plays a hilarious character, and that's why I was really happy to see her get hers in as Agatha on WandaVision, because I'm like, oh, she's starting to get a little love, and then I found out they're giving her own show. And I'm like, great, good for her. She's hilarious and awesome, and she deserves it. So, because she always plays a side character, so I'm glad to see her get the spotlight a little bit. But anyway, moving forward,
we didn't decide on that one.
Yeah.
So, but honestly, for acting, I got to go Bad Santa.
Bad Santa,
because this is not. I didn't have as much fun with it as Bad Moms. Like, this is kind of a depressing movie in my opinion. Like, this kind of bums me out.
Bad
but it
Santa?
is a great redemption. Yeah, like it kind of really. But because there are people in the world with that type of life or worse.
Mm-hmm.
And like it really bums me out. But the redemption story is so great, even though it's not a full redemption story by any means. But it's so great. It's just a good film, but it's not, and it's meant to be a raunchy comedy like Bad Moms. It's just Bad Moms just leans into that more. I don't know, or something like that. But
I think
the acting is.
I think Bad Santa, Billy Bob Thornton is so good just in general in anything he does, but he's trying to play a real douchebag, and he does a great job of that. But then you're like, at the same time, he's like the biggest douchebag ever. Then you see like this kid slowly getting under his skin, slowly cracking his shell, and he'll say, "God damn it, kid," blah blah blah, and then you see him look away into the distance, and you could see the change inside him. You know what I mean? There's certain things, and it really, and there's a clip we're gonna play later where it really gets him when the kid talks bad about himself, and he goes off on him and stuff. But there's just little things, and he's trying real hard to be like the annoyed guy, but then little things that this kid's starting to whittle away at his shell. So I think that's some complicated acting. Because it's real easy to go up there and just like, hey, go over and piss yourself and be a drunk guy. Oh, okay. But then also have some complicated emotions while you're doing it. That's a different story. So I'll give that to you. Even though they're you're not like Bad Moms, there was some serious drama as far as the mother and daughter relationships and trying to get that sorted out.
Yeah, that's true. But whenever I was in some of the trivia here, it says Dennis Leary, Larry David, Robert De Niro, and James Gandolfini were considered for the role of Willie, who is Bad Santa. And here's the thing: I don't think it would have worked as well with any of those people. Maybe Leary could have pulled it off, and Robert De Niro is the best actor of our, or probably maybe any generation. But
Gandolfini could have done it.
Yeah, I mean, he could have, but I don't think it would have worked nearly as well. Like, Billy Bob plays a scumbag so well, and he plays a redemptive scumbag so well. They could have made it work, but like acting wise, I think, and not just him. Thurman Merman actually kills it. Like, I can't believe like how great that kid did. But
did you watch much Sopranos?
I haven't seen any Sopranos.
Dude, you would have you got to watch some Sopranos. That's one of the best shows ever in the history of anything. It's fantastic. And his acting, Gandolfini is so freaking good. Like with emotion, that same kind of thing I'm talking about with Billy Bob Thornton, like trying to be a mad hard ass, but then also you could see it in his face as like an internal monologue going on. There's things happening inside of him where he's he's expressing emotion to where you can feel it's superhuman. It's super like really realistic. Where it's like it's. I have family members that I can relate to things like that with. You know what I mean? And it's like it's really interesting. But Gandolfini, he's really complicated actor. He's like
We've talked about him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's it's really amazing. And there's like some crazy stuff where he 1 second he's feeling one way and the next second he strangles somebody with his bare hands and it's just like it's crazy. Yeah, I love some Sopranos. So, let's look at the chat for a second. Let's see here. Gandolfini would have been good. Moms had moments of realism and okay. Love Sopranos. Sopranos, yum, always good. What were we gonna say?
Yeah. Bobby says Mom's had moments of realism from my life. So you don't have to go into details, but which mom was closest to your mom, or if that's what you're talking about, or were you one of the moms and your daughter?
So was it the clingy psycho mom, perfectionist overbearing mom, or wild mom, gambling mom?
My mom was probably a mix of Susan Sarandon and what's her name? The Kristen Bell's mom. Probably a good mix of that. Not by any means the overbearing mom.
My mom's pretty laid back. Like she's very she's sweet. She's none of those. She's sweet and supportive. Like I got lucky. I hit the mom lottery. Yeah. Perfectionist, but sis was wild. Huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So
yeah, see I couldn't it's hard for me to even imagine like a parent being like that, although I know it must exist because so it's talked about so much. Like because my parents were not that, like you were saying, mine were very laid back, but they weren't like that's what I mean. They weren't as party as Susan Sarandon, but
well, who's getting the
tame?
Who do you think's getting the acting award?
I still got to go with Bad Santa for acting.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to give them the point real quick so we can. All right. Just for that snot-nosed kid alone.
Yeah. How could you drop me on my own head?
All right. Let's check out villain. Oh, Zuko. Danny Zuko, the greatest villain ever.
Oh, wait.
Here's the villain video.
Yep, there it is.
Uh-oh.
Good God.
Fucking Kenny G.
He's working that.
Yo! I need you to leave my house.
What are you talking about?
Get the fuck out, Kenny G.
I'm still getting paid, right?
I don't know. Take your little flute and shoot. Shoot fly.
Okay.
Go make another album.
It's not a flute, bitch.
That's a great line. It's not a flute, bitch. All right, let's see. And then Bad Santa.
We split the dough right down the middle. Any merchandise you take, I get to look at and cherry pick.
No, money is one thing, but
you something. This ain't no Chinese menu, jack off.
Uh-oh, get him, Bernie.
I'll tell you how it's gonna be. This is Prick's Fix.
Yeah.
That's right. And Bobby's right. The actual villain was her mom, but I couldn't do that. Because your mom can't be a villain. I don't know, so I couldn't do that. Bernie Mac was a pretty good villain.
And
he was underused that.
He wasn't even the villain though. Yeah. He was just he allowed the events to happen. Yeah. Realistically, Billy Bob Thornton and
realistically, they were all villains except Thurman Merman.
Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton and Tony Cox, who was the villain, and like, but Tony Cox's character got more villainous towards the end, and Billy Bob Thornton turned good. So it's a weird. What a depressing movie too. He's got a hose and he's trying to suffocate himself in the garage. Here, kid, give this to the police.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, get the fuck out, Kenny G is a good quote.
It's not a flute, bitch.
Yeah, and like Bernie Mac, even gets out villained by
By Johnny God,
yeah. So
he gets out villained hardcore, like
big time.
But and that's the thing too. Like watching it, I just Bernie was underused, and I mean he wasn't as big as at that time, So I guess they didn't give him a bigger part, but he should have been in there more.
Well, everybody knows for every villain that you have, every villain out there has a woman at making him do terrible things. So I think Tony Cox's wife is probably the villain.
That's true.
Yes.
True.
I just did that to rile the chat.
So
blame it on the women. So
well, and Bobby's right. Like that's the thing. I didn't want to make her mom the villain, even though she is, because like even whenever she realizes she can't make her mom the villain and goes back and sets things straight, the mom's still like barely even able to accept an apology and apologize back. And it's just like, she's so frustrating. Like she's a person like that. I'm glad I don't have to deal with a person like that.
But by the end, she is playing ball, like, they set up the living room and all that. But what do you think about that? Tony Cox's wife is the one that wants all the things. Do you think maybe she's motivating him to go get all of those things? Like, I got to keep robbing these malls just to keep this woman happy.
That definitely is a part of it, because remember at the very beginning, he's like, I got to go get a loofah. And Billy Bob's like, what are you talking about? Are you crazy? And then they go and they're stealing like hundreds of thousands of dollars and whatever other random stuff. He gets out of the car and she's like, did you get the loofah? And he's like, I couldn't get it. And she's like, oh my God, like a loofah.
We can buy a loofah. Come on. Yeah.
Insane. Like,
that's hilarious.
Well, I'm glad you fixed it, Bobby.
Anytime you got stuff, there's a guy that's dumb enough to do something to go get that stuff. Like, yep. All right. Let's see. So, who had the worst villain? Who had the? I guess you'd have to say Bad Santa.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because like at least
they're murdering people.
Yeah, at least Mila Kunis's mom didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, that's all innocent, dumb stuff. Like these other guys are like robbing and murdering.
That we know of.
Yeah. Now we don't know what Susan Sarandon's up to. She could be doing some crazy stuff.
She might just be off for Christmas and usually helping these Bad Santa.
You're gonna have a crossover.
Totally. I own Bad Santa 2 now, but I haven't watched it. Apparently it's awful because it has none of the heart and all of the raunch. But I don't know. I haven't seen it. Get ready for next year, guys.
Bad Santa 2, The Quest for Peace. Just kidding. That's Superman. All right. Okay. Let's see what we got. We got through the villains. All right, how about fight? Who had the best stunts and fight choreography? Well, this is pretty good. Pretty good fight we're having here. Oh, right in the... Right.
Yeah, yes.
Whoa.
And that's his mom.
Because she's badass.
And speaking of moms.
I like that's a good one.
Yeah. But did you see how she cheated with the whole mom? And of course,
Just
mom
look over
looked
there.
like-
Yeah, totally. It was like taking down Cad Bane. That was messed up.
Oh snap!
And then we got a fight from Santa's fight.
Last thing you're ever gonna see before I.
Elf, turn around, Elf. Who's the bitch now, Santa Claus? Come on,
Santa alone!
little boy. Don't interfere. I'm doing this for all of us.
Leave Santa alone!
Come on. Ass clown.
Which coincidentally is the line from Office Space where he's like,
right.
I'm not going to change, talking about Michael Bolton, I'm not going to change my name for some no talent ass clown. I'm a Michael Bolton fan. Better fight?
Well, overall, I got to go with Bad Santa because one of the best fights ever, which my son happened to walk in on and he watched with me, was whenever he's teaching the kid to fight, and the Thurman Merman's fighting Tony Cox, and then he just punches him in the nuts. Tony Cox punches the kid in the nuts, and they're like, "Ah!" And he's like, "What'd you punch your kid in the nuts for?" And then Tony Cox
I didn't
punches
see that
Billy
part.
Bob in the nuts. You didn't see that?
No.
In the boxing ring?
I ended up no in the boxing ring. I never saw that. I ended up watching the director's cut. I realized after, and so I'm wondering if I missed out. If I missed out on some things.
I don't know. Yeah, I watched I watched Badder Santa, which is the unrated cut, and I don't know. Maybe it's not in that one, but yeah. So Billy Bob gets Tony Cox to teach Thurman Merman how to fight.
That's
And
hilarious.
So Thurman Merman's first thing is to punch Tony Cox in the nuts, and then he's like, "Oh!" And then he doesn't think he'll punch a kid in the nuts, but Tony Cox does. He just punches Thurman Merman in the nuts, and he's like, "Oh!" And Billy Bob's like, "Hey, what are you doing, man? That's a kid." Blah, blah. And Tony Cox is like, "I told you I didn't want to do this," and he punches Billy Bob in the nuts, and Billy Bob falls down. He's like, "Oh!" And then Tony Cox is like, "Blah blah 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 blah," and then Billy Bob just reaches over and punches Tony Cox in the nuts again.
I need
My
to go
son
watch.
walked in
I need to go
and
watch
saw that.
Batter Santa now. I'm kind of pissed.
Yeah, my son walked in and saw that and fell out laughing. He's like,
It's easy with young men. You just kick somebody in the nuts and they're happy campers.
yeah. And then when he fights the kids, oh man, yeah. So Bad Santa.
Bad Santa wins the fight point. All right, let's see here. That means we're tied. Way to go, gang.
Nice.
All right. Let's see here. All right, well, fight and then comeback. Who had the best comeback?
Oh.
I gotta get back to Cleveland tomorrow.
Right.
But think I could give you a call next time I come into town. Would that interest you?
When I come back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Is Carla here?
Yes.
Oh no.
How did you find me?
I just looked for you. I mean, honestly, I just guessed, but I'll always find you.
Oh, you get all the outtakes in there too.
So yeah, he was going back, but he couldn't. He stayed for love.
Oh, he came back. That's a good comeback.
He literally came back. Yeah.
Here's another comeback. Oh, he's puking in the alley. Gross. No doubt he passed out. And then he came back.
Fuck you!
Boy, that's quite a comeback.
That's yeah.
All right. What do you guys in the chat think?
Well, Bobby makes good points, and man, I should have got ISIS coming back after taking the money.
Yeah, when in doubt.
Who would puke on titties? Mayor Booker Burger, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, mom coming back after taking the money. What do you think, Curtis? Who had the best comeback?
There's definitely several comebacks in Bad Moms, and I'm glad you brought that up. I should have picked that one. Mom coming back after
Coming
taking
back
the
with
money.
the money. That's a good comeback. I think I'm gonna have to go with Bad Moms.
I agree.
There's more comebacks.
More comebacks
all
better.
around.
I mean, like, you know, Billy Bob comes back after going to Florida to open his bar. That's great at the beginning whenever he's like, I'm going to open my bar, and it cuts to him and he's making drinks, and then the guy's like, get out from behind my bar.
I didn't see that part either, dude. I just saw the director's cut. Sounds like it's very different. Let's see here. All right, so points. Comeback, we're going to give that to Bad Moms. All right. So it's 5 against 4.
Okay, keeping it close.
Let's see what we got. We got comeback. We got WTF moments. Who had the bet? Hey, that was Who had the best WTF moment? Let's watch that again.
Bless you.
Oh,
What are you doing in here? Well, I just came in here to watch you fall asleep like I always do, and then you started going at it like monkeys in a zoo. Like porn stars. Like junkyard dogs, like Kim and Kanye. So, Kent, I am so happy that you're able to get an erection again. Yeah.
Serious. This is serious business.
He's so much bigger than your dad was. Oh,
Should we squeeze it like that a little bit?
there we go. And oh, and honey, your dad liked it when I tickled his balls. Don't forget, men like more ass play than you think.
Okay, you need to stop talking.
How's it going in there, you guys?
Mom?
Oh, boy. That is a WTF moment. I wonder if Dax was there.
Oh, I don't know.
Her husband. Yeah. Now, Bad Santa, the whole movie was a WTF. The whole movie, start to finish. There was like pissing himself in front of children and just the whole thing. But this is one that I was like, oh. Yeah. He's teaching her how to, and I was like, geez, dude, this is so cringy. I'm like, some of the jokes in this movie didn't age well. I was like, but yeah, he keeps going, and I'm like, oh God, it's gotta stop that. So,
and Tony Cox has to tell him later, like, I thought I told you to stay away from arcades.
yeah, and at the end it cut off, but I guess it cut it off. That sucks. Hold on. Oh yeah, because he's cussing. I had another part where it shows him in a second later where the guy said, "I thought I said stay away from arcades," and he goes, "She was 18." Like, he just says it really matter of factly, and I'm like, ah. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Pretty effed up.
This has got to go to Bad Santa as well. Like, it's pretty messed up having your mom, watch you do whatever, but no, it's not going to be Bad Santa.
All right. Let's see here.
I do. It's weird because that one part was part of the outtakes where at the end they're laying there and the mom's like, "How you doing in there, guys?" And they cut that out, and it wasn't in the movie. But that made me crack up whenever I was looking at the outtakes. Like they're sitting there laying there, like, "Oh my God, this is so awful." And then she's like, "How's it going in there, guys?" Like she's like,
let's
she
see.
said she was 18.
You said she was 18. What's the big deal? Like, you can't be. There's another scene, and again, now that I know that y'all saw a different version, there's another scene where he's in the big and tall or the like dressing room, and John Ritter catches him getting it on in the dressing room, and and he said he goes, you're not gonna hold on, you're not gonna write for a week, and then he tells Bernie Mac about it, and I'm like, oh, that's a big WTF moment. Like, what the hell?
Well, that's
they kept bringing that joke back too. It was funny.
yeah, that's the only scene that what's her name? Opal what's her name? Opal Spencer, I think, is in. Like she walks in
Octavia?
Octavia,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's the only thing she's like, last time I was with you, I didn't shit right for a week.
Yeah. Let's see here. So who got the point on that one?
Bad Santa.
Bad Santa. Did I give the point already? Did I already issue?
We were 5-4. 1, 2, 3, maybe. Looks like it. Tied it up.
What's before that? I gotta look at this. WTF moment. Oh, we did the best comeback. Well, that was bad. That was Bad Moms, and then I just gave the WTF moment, I think, to so it's 5-5.
Well, and Wifey made a good point too. Like, but it was just such a small little scene. I didn't pick it, but at the beginning, whenever Mila Kunis's mom is like says they're talking about something, and she's like, yeah, and you haven't been going to the gym either, and pokes her in the stomach, like boop, like or something like that, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like that's so stupid. Like,
there's a lot of snuck in little things in that movie. Well, how about best quote? Who had the best quote? Mom's best quote. Bad Mom's best quote.
Oh my fucking god. Just like that. Oh my fucking god. Okay, all right. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, that was a good one. Then Bad Santa.
You are by far the dumbest, most pathetic piece of maggot-eating shit that has ever slid from a human being's hairy ass.
Oh my fucking god.
oh fucking god.
I'm gonna let y'all vote on that one. What do you think, Curtis?
I don't know. Those are both pretty good. And
yeah,
for Bad Santa too, I do like you probably shouldn't be digging in your ass.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, he just talked shit the whole movie. It's so good. All right. Come on, gang. I need some votes. Bad Santa, Bad Moms for the best quote.
Also, I've quoted Bad Santa over the years. Not extensively, but I've quoted it over years. I've probably said, your name is Thurman Merman way more times than was necessary. But I don't think I've ever actually quoted Bad Moms.
There's a line that says, hey, we got Catherine Uzi in the house. There is a line that says, and it's something my dad and my grandpa used to say, and he tells the kid, he's like, wish in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up the quickest.
And the kid's like, okay.
And that's a quote that that's something I've heard my whole life. That was really good.
Yeah. And but and yeah, Mel made a good point earlier. Like, it's not a flute, bitch, is a pretty good one. Like, I probably should have picked that for best.
That's pretty good.
I think we got Bad Santa though. I think we're going with Bad Santa.
Yeah, you think it's more quotable?
I think so. Like, I'll probably start using "It's not a flute, bitch" a lot more now. But like I said, I've actually quoted Bad Santa over the years.
We're tied in the chat, so I think I'd have to say Bad Santa also. So, all right. Well, let's give them a point and move on. Okay.
Lead change. We got a lead change, guys.
It'll only last a minute. It's a never a dull moment here in
Land.
Here in Game Time and Versus Land. All right. Best quote. How about most inspirational? Who had the most inspirational part, or what movie was more inspirational? Here's
that's a nice tight one, yeah.
Mom's inspiration.
What he said.
Stupid. It works every time.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Even though I'm a dipshit loser.
This part was great.
Jesus fucking Christ, kid. Why do you talk about yourself that way? Let me give you some news. I'm not Santa Claus, all right? Take a look at me. Do I look like Santa Claus? As a matter of fact, I'm living fucking proof that there's not a Santa Claus.
I know there's no Santa. I just thought maybe you want to give me a present because we're friends.
I'll buy you a present, Thurman.
Look at his face right there.
Yeah.
Then he gets the elephant.
Do it. Do it, Billy Bob.
Uh-oh, gun. And then he gets capped. No! All he wants to do is deliver the elephant. I just gotta get this elephant to this sweet fat kid. Poor guy.
Got it. Good job, Santa.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. What do you guys think?
Inspirational has got to be Bad Santa, and you picked the perfect scene. And that's the thing, honestly, like, yeah.
That's the only redeeming thing about that movie. Is that? That's the only thing. Is
but the rest of the movie is such a build up to like that part. Like it that's part of the, I don't know, magic of it. Like it's so, you just like hate Billy Bob. You can't stand it. But, and then he starts to come around. And it's, oh my God. Just somebody hit me with a time gun. But like I get it too, because like honestly, like if it like it's not the right reaction, but if my son said something like that about himself, I'd freak the fuck out. Like I would go nuts on him, like like let me yell at you. That'll make you feel better. But it's like but that's, I understand that now.
It's like, God damn it, kid.
Yeah, what are you? Yeah, you're not. But yeah, it's man, and that's what I mean. It's like it's this depressing movie. It's not. There are parts of it that I really don't like, but that's what makes it. A good movie is supposed to make you feel something.
Yeah, exactly.
It definitely makes me feel something. Bad Santa is a very good redemption story that is makes you feel.
I love this comment. You can't shoot an unarmed fleeing subject. I'm like,
Mel, what country do you live in?
You're missing the point.
I know you can't, but
yeah. Ever been to Houston? Yeah.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah. So inspirational.
No, Bad Santa.
All right. Get that point up. Get your
He's got a pink elephant. Take him down. Take him down.
Bad Santa coming in hot. What are you laughing about?
No.
I went off my daughter's 6th grade teacher for telling her class they were not going to amount to anything. Dude, that's brutal.
No,
I don't think you get to do that anymore. You can't even embarrass a kid for answering something stupid. You can't even single people out for being morons. Like that's how we used to learn. Is somebody goes, really? 1 + 0 is
46.
2? Really, Clint? And then I'd be like, and then the whole class is like, and then you learned that was wrong, and you didn't like the feeling of being embarrassed, and then you didn't do that again. But now you don't get to call people out like that. You get in trouble for that. So I can't imagine a world where you get in trouble for you get to tell people they're not going to amount to anything.
Yeah, and as
As
yeah,
a
as a teacher, that's just not a good thing.
I had a teacher. I told this story, I'm pretty sure, but I had a teacher that I asked to go to the bathroom, and my teacher said, and I was like 6th grade, and they were like, "Clint, I'm only letting you go to the restroom because your mother said that I had to let you go to the restroom no matter what, anytime you ever asked me. So go ahead and go to the bathroom." And the whole class is like snickering at and. That's because I had another teacher when I was younger that wouldn't let me out of the bathroom or out of the classroom, and I had an accident. I was in 1st grade when that happened, and so my mom found out about it, and it was heads were roll. I think when I was I think when I was on tour in Riddling Kids, my mom would call ahead to the venues and tell the club owners, guys, if Clint says he needs to go to the bathroom, and I know he's 25 years old, you better let him go to the bathroom. Like, yeah, my mom still will do that.
As a teacher, that's kind of weird to me. Some teachers lord the bathroom over kids like it's this thing, and it's like I know what it's like when I got to pee, and it's terrible. But it's this. That's one of the things. Whenever you're thinking about teaching, like it's this weird balance too, because kids totally abuse it. They go wander in the building, like so. It's this. I honestly don't care. Like that's my kind of my policy. But then other teachers will get pissed off at me, and they're like, "Man, you get to go to the bedroom." I don't know. But
yeah, well,
Mr. Bake me, let's pick up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's very fun to have an accident in class.
No.
Not good. It was like ruining your life. Are there still passes? Are there still hall passes?
Kinda. Yeah, kinda. I mean, there are, but I mean, kids go wander in the building anyway. Like, and then, like after COVID, we had to like make individual ones, and it was this whole weird thing. But yeah.
So, where are we with
Yeah, I'd go talk to the principal too, for sure. Like that's to me. I've said some stuff that I probably shouldn't have said to individual children, and if their parents came at me, like I might have gotten in trouble. But like they're the kids that are just choosing to do nothing. Like I'm like, you got a 0, you got nothing going on, and like I'm teaching high school. It's like you got like what are you gonna do, man? Like there's but telling the whole class that's ridiculous.
I used to do that when I was in high school. I'd just
What?
turn in blank papers and stuff. I'd get mad at the teachers because they were jerks, and so I'd be like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
And
well, I tell them that too. I was like, you know what? If you fail, I'll get paid the same thing. Like you're not kids do that. You're right. Kids straight up do that. And I'm like, you're not hurting me at all. Like do something for yourself.
I would get mad because I'd get the answers right, but I wouldn't show my work, and then they'd count it wrong. So I would be like, "What? Why should I fill this out? You're gonna count it wrong anyway." Yeah.
I mean, I'm not as big of a stickler on that, and I teach math, but that's the thing that some cheating's so rampant. Like that's kind of because if you can show how you got it, then
I did it in my
you
head.
didn't cheat.
Yeah, I would do it I would answer a lot of stuff in my head, just figuring it out. But that's not the way to do it because you can't solve every problem. You're supposed to learn the steps, but but I have a calculator for that. So, yep. So, and now kids don't.
I'm burning with rage right now, but it's
now kids don't even know how to write with their bare hands. So like,
no, they don't. It looks like, it looks like bare hands. It looks like you stabbed a bear in the hand with a pencil, and they're like,
it was harder to cheat before cell phones. Yeah. Let's see here. All right, well, let's move forward. What the heck? Which one is a better date movie? Which movie is a better date movie? Here's a clip from Bad Moms Christmas.
Not even your child.
Oh, God, no. No. I mean, I cried tears onto his dick.
Oh. Oh, boy.
Seriously, if that thing gets out, somebody's going to the hospital.
Oh, yeah. I want to marry you and move to a good school district. Santa number 2. Santa number 2. I want to pick organic produce with you at a farmer's market. I would seriously get pregnant again for that. Santa number 2. I want to buy a 2-bedroom condo with you. Woo! What's coming out of my mouth right now?
Catherine Hahn. Is your date gonna drool over Mila and Susan? I just was.
If they're classy women, they are.
And then here, how about this date? This is a good date.
Oh, God damn it, I forgot about that.
Oh man.
Go in another room.
How would you like that if you're on a date?
She does look kind
Oh,
of still,
God damn
doesn't
it,
she?
I forgot about that.
Oh boy.
Hey, Granny. Hey there, Granny.
Oh my God.
Roger!
God! Damn it! Shit! Jesus Christ! Please, for Christ's sake, just
Let me
tap me
make
or
you some
something.
sandwiches.
Let me make you some sandwiches. So good.
That's another quote from Bad Santa.
Yeah.
Why you always ask me if I want some damn sandwiches?
Let me make you some sandwiches. I gotta go Bad Santa on that one.
For a better date movie.
For the date movie?
No,
I don't want nothing to do with that baby's arm in the other movie.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Like, yeah, I'm proud of what I got, but I can't compete with that. So, ooh, good point.
If I got a date, I would probably have more fun on a date at Bad Moms.
Yeah,
but
after
but
Bad
that's
Santa, I'm looking better. I'm not looking worse.
looking pretty good. And also, Bad Santa, that was a clip of a date. So best date. There's loose interpretations of what these questions actually mean. Was that the actress same age as Billy?
I can't imagine. Billy's like, 46 million years old.
No way. That actress is way younger than Billy Bob Thornton. Are you kidding? In fact, I can probably tell you right now.
Yeah. She's one of the Gilmore Girls. Yes, thank you, Bob. Yes, Laura Gilmore. And that was a while back. So she was pretty young. Oh, the granny. The granny probably was. But Billy Bob's one of those guys who's looked old forever. Or once he lost weight. Billy Bob used to be a good bit heavier, and then once he lost weight, he just started looking old. But he got more Cloris Leachman.
Yeah, Lauren Graham is 12 years younger than Billy Bob Thornton.
What about Cloris Leachman? Are they the same? Get out of here, Disney Plus. I want you.
I can't even find her in here. They don't even know. They don't even know when she was born. It was so long. I can't find her.
Let's see.
She's not even
on the main cast page. That's weird.
Let's see here. Anyway, yeah. And if anybody is like, hey, they matched Billy Bob with somebody who's 12 years younger than he is. I remember that he was dating Angelina Jolie probably back then. So
that's true. Yeah, he was.
So it's pretty realistic.
He married. I think they got married, didn't they? For like a couple years, or something. Like that?
I think so. I know she had like files of his blood and stuff. So
yeah, that's right. There's just Cloris Leachman.
How old is she?
She was born in 1926. Billy Bob isn't that old, no.
Billy Bob is 67.
Yeah.
And
so so they weren't the same age.
Yeah, he was married to her. So let's see. I have a question. Let's see here.
Yeah. Once
How
Upon a
old
Time
is
got
Angelina Jolie? 47.
I think she's all.
So
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think
she's
she's
younger
our age,
than
yeah.
she's 7 years younger than Lauren Graham, for that matter. Just curious. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, why is this young spry bartender going out with this old drunk Santa Claus? You know what I mean? Like, he's a little
Of
bit
all
out
the
of her
Santas you can
range.
find.
Yeah.
Like-
But she had a thing. She had a thing for Santas. That's the deal. Monsters Ball, Sling Blade time. Yeah.
I want to make you feel good so bad. Monsters Ball.
So the question is
Best date movie.
Best date
Best
movie.
date.
I'm gonna go with Bad Moms. I think I'd have more fun on a date with that movie. The other one's just a little bit grimy feeling. It's like there's some parts you almost feel dirty from it, and I don't like that feeling. Just some of it feels inappropriate. Sometimes it's funny. That's a real piece of art, though, to go like gutter inappropriate and be able to twist something really bad and dirty and turn it into something pure, of like doing this thing for this kid and like being changed by an innocent kid. They did a great job of making the kid innocent, and you're like rooting for that kid. And so yeah. The little kid doesn't have anybody. His dad's in prison. The grandma's senile, and there's no mom. And it's like, the kid doesn't have anyone. So you're like rooting for that little annoying twerp. And I don't know. It's a special. I mean, from a filmmaking and storytelling perspective, it's really a brilliant movie in that it does that. You know, they do a real good job of making everybody really sleazy.
And it makes sense. Once I was reading in the trivia, apparently Bad Moms was ghostwritten by the Coen brothers, and I was like, that makes sense because everything they do is spectacular. So
What, Bad Moms?
No, Bad Santa.
Bad Santa. Okay, it was ghostwritten by them.
Yeah, or revised or something like that. But,
wow.
Yeah.
All right. So
Bad Mom gets the date though.
Yeah. Best date movie. It's always fun to have something that's fun and you could talk about. You don't want to be like feeling dirty and in the fetal position after the movie's over.
Right. That's the thing. Bad Mom
Gross.
did a lot of things that were obscene, but funny obscene. Bad Santa was funny, but it did a lot of things that were obscene, just obscene.
And gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see here. Okay. Well, we've hit quote, we've hit inspirational, we've hit date. How about best Christmas movie?
You know what I do with my big dumb son? Every November, I just go into his room, grab a bunch of random crap, wrap it up, give it to him on Christmas. He doesn't even notice. Seriously? Oh my God. I've given him the same baseball glove like 9 times.
Hey, Mom, look what Santa got me. A used baseball glove.
Oh, that's great, buddy.
I used to have one just like it.
You know what my son gave me last year for Christmas? A box of Ziploc baggies. I think I'll probably just wrap it up and give it back to him again this Christmas.
Mom, also got a box of Ziploc bags.
So happy.
He really does look happy. I think that kid's Australian.
What?
He said, just like it.
And he's supposed to be the same age as the other kids. Remember from the first movie? He's the same age as her kids. Dylan Coon is his kids. He's just giant, my big dumb son.
All right, here's the Christmas Bad Santa.
Look who's here, Jimmy. It's Santa.
Right.
Let's tell him what you want for Christmas.
I'm on my fucking lunch break, okay?
Are you insane? Management's gonna hear about this.
No, you're insane, lady. He's eating his fucking lunch. Leave him alone.
Life any worse? You go right ahead. Be my fucking guest. Take a shot.
Yeah, dude's eating. He's trying to eat his lunch. Like, gee whiz.
Like, he can't do it because he's going to lose his job. But other people in real life, if you see that happen, just go gut punch the person doing that because somebody's on their fucking lunch break. Like, they're not celebrities. Well, celebrities deserve their own privacy too. Blah blah. But like, let people have their own lunch break. He's an hourly worker. Like, leave him alone.
Leave him. Yeah, he's eating a salad. Hilarious.
Gotta get something healthy in his body, I guess.
Well, yeah, if he eats something too filling, it'll absorb the alcohol. He don't want to absorb the alcohol. Well,
so this was a tough one though because like for best Christmas movie, overall I think Bad Santa is a better movie, and it's about the redemption of Christmas. It's about and there's a great scene too whenever they're committing the final big steal and whatever, and Billy Bob, it's his moment of realization. He's like, people are awful. He's like, look at all this shit. We're just stealing shit. Do we need this shit? Like, it's just shit, and it spreads the meaning of Christmas very, very well. But again, I don't know how often. I don't want to watch this every year. Like,
and again, it also, it makes it ridiculous. But when you strip away the over the top shenanigans of Kenny G showing up to your house and all that, it also does allow you to take a step back and you kind of think of like your family members. Everybody's families, not everyone, but most people have a kind of a screwed up family one way or another. Certain people are rub people the wrong way, and this is the time of year where you're forced to be around them, and some people are stoked to be around them. Some people they butt heads, or they're not stoked to be around them, and it's kind of the moral of that movie is that, like, hey, people behave certain ways because they have certain things, either how they were treated or things going on, and insecurities. There's just a lot of things going on that make people tick the way they tick, and if anything, that's a time of the year we should say, hey, how do I figure out how to be around this person and actually enjoy them? And I was talking to somebody about this recently. It's like a lot of people, it's a very basic thing to want to be right all the time. But when you're dealing with your family, you shouldn't have to be right all the time. Sometimes you can know you're right, but be wrong and win that way. And just because you actually get to be around the person and it's like, do you want to be right and sleep on the couch, or do you or do you want to be right and somebody's pissed off and not talking to you for the rest of the night? Like, sometimes, and it's usually something stupid, so it's not worth dealing with. Like, and it took me a long time. My dad told me that. He's like, look, man, I was married 3 times. I was right all those times. He said, but it's lonely being right. So during the holidays, remember that, maybe there's a relative. It really happens a lot with politics. You got people with family members that are all over the place. And sometimes it's not worth getting into that argument. Just like, what you believe and what you think's right. So just button your lip and enjoy the turkey. You know what I mean? Just like, fuck it, I'm not going to talk about this.
Well, and that's the thing too. It depends on the family, because my family, like, arguing was like, that was our holidays. Like, we got together, we just argue, and it wouldn't get, every once in a while it would get like, too much. But like, that's what we do. We get together on Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff, and we would just argue, and it'd be politics, whatever. And nothing was off limits, and like it was like debate team for the holidays.
But people weren't pissed at each other. Like, it was
like it'd get heated, but nobody ever. It wasn't. You weren't, like, the whole point was to argue your point, and it's like you didn't hurt anybody's feelings about their beliefs and this and that and the other. I mean, it could, there's always a chance that it could, and I'm sure a couple times it may have, but like that's just what we did. Like we still do to a degree, but we'd love it. But like when wifey first came over, she was like, "What is happening? Like, these people are crazy!" And we just loved it. Like and first time I went to her family's, I didn't start arguing or something, but I was like talking and stuff, and it was just different. Like they were like, "We don't talk. Like,
We don't talk.
No,
You don't do that, dude. Like,
and I'm like,
crazy?
All right.
Hey guys, let's talk about abortion. Like, fuck that. No way. No way. That's a man. People in the yard. Especially now that we're living in the future, the whole world's so polarized and screwed up. No, thank you.
That's the thing too.
Thanks.
This was a while back, so he was in hey Riley, how you doing? He was Thurman's dad, Roger Merman, was in prison for embezzlement. He was some financial crime.
That's right, Bobby. And I've spent many years bartending. I'm like, you don't do politics, you don't do religion. Them's is the rules, okay? If you don't like it, GTFO.
See, we'd wear that stuff out like at the beginning of the evening, and so we'd be like, we would literally like look for some stuff to argue, be like, did you see that new movie? That movie was, and you just like, you might even like the movie, but you just be like, no, that movie sucked. Like,
That's good. We should start getting more aggressive with the debating movies. Not even care which one. Like, okay, dude, I'll be Bad Santa, you be Bad Moms, and then we'll
kidding me?
We'll just fight. Yeah. No way, man. Jeez. We got to get pissed though. Like, you know what?
Would be.
Yeah, we probably get more clicks if we were angry the whole time.
Look, these two assholes yell at each other.
Oh, let's see. So, what are we doing? It was the best Christmas movie. So which one? Because
bad. Go ahead.
Like you were saying, Bad Santa is all about the real meaning of Christmas and somebody.
But I wanted to agree with you. Yeah, I think in a long roundabout way, I was meaning to agree with you that not everybody's going to be a super criminal and have to deal with that. But everybody has to deal with their family, and Bad Moms shows it very well. So that whole thing was just a roundabout way to
an agreement. So, yeah, I don't know which one. I'm gonna go Bad Moms just because it's more about more family. You're dealing with the kids. You got to consider you get in a fight. They even pointed out like, oh, I thought this is about my mom, but it's also about my kids. You know what I mean? Like, and there's different elements and things like that. So,
and I think one of the things that Bad Moms, both movies show very well is how, because you're seeing it from the mom's point of view and an adult perspective, and how they show the kids' reactions to a lot of these things, and it's like they don't see it the same way at all. Like I think in both movies they show that very well.
So we're going to give it to Moms because we also got Bobby saying the same thing. Boom. All right. So where do we go from here? All right. Which movie made you hungrier? All right.
You guys, do you want to know what I've been working on? Happy holidays. Oh my.
Whatever, that made you hungry, not me.
Carlo, broke my cock. Don't worry. I'm out.
Dude, cookies are delicious. I'll take some cookies.
They are. I'm not a fan of gingerbread though.
I like gingerbread. Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
I'm serious. Oh, here's another one.
Santa's here. Oh, but you're home. Let me fix you some sandwiches.
This whole movie. Let me make you some sandwiches. She's just running down the hallway.
He's wearing a ski mask and she's completely oblivious.
What in the F? Yeah, I could use a sandwich or a gingerbread cookie right about now. Both sound delicious, so I'm kind of up in the air. You're still snickering
because just thinking of the scene where Thurman Merman keeps asking him too, like, what's the matter? Do you want a sandwich? And he's like, why do you keep asking me if I want fucking sandwiches? Everybody's asking me if I want a sandwich. I don't want a damn sandwich. Even if I got hungry in Bad Santa, seeing Billy Bob would kind of make me. Although that salad we mentioned earlier would kind of turn me off.
So you going Bad Moms or
going Bad Moms? Yeah.
Bad Moms. I'm going to agree with you because a cookie sounds better to me right now than a sandwich.
Sandwich cookie. Ooh. One of those ice cream sandwich cookies. Ooh.
No sandwich. Reminded me of a story.
Yeah, and if you notice, she keeps calling Thurman Roger, which is the name of the guy in prison. You're right. Yeah, she's obviously got dementia, and so she keeps. And I don't know who she thinks Billy Bob is. Obviously I haven't had to deal with dementia. Several people in my family have had to, but she keeps calling Thurman Roger, so she's thinking that her son that's in prison is Thurman, and she's going back to those days.
Hey, keep talking for a minute.
Yeah.
You didn't keep talking. You just
I probably would have kept talking if you wouldn't have said anything, but then you told me to, so I was like,
yeah.
Hey, my mind goes.
So. So yeah, that is weird that that she kept calling him Roger.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
Roger.
like obviously she's got dementia and she doesn't know what's going on. When I was younger, it was interesting. Or at the time, it was weird. I was I don't know 19 or 20 or something like that, and my great grandfather, I'd worked with him. Like he was a big influence on my life since I was about 12 years old. He instilled a work ethic in me, and I worked with him, and he was a great man. And all through high school and stuff. After high school, I moved away, but I'd still come back and visit home and stuff like that. And he had gotten to it's so beautiful. My great grandmother couldn't. They're both about 90 something. And she couldn't take care of him anymore. So he needed it, so he got put in a home. He had other health problems and stuff, and he had dementia. And he couldn't, she couldn't take care of him anymore. So I went and visited him at the home, and he was just acting so strange. And I didn't know, like I was a kid, I didn't know, and he was acting very strange around me. He's like, how are you doing? At first he's like, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, hey, granddad, and I'm talking to him about whatever it is. And he's like, and so why are you here again? And I'm like, I just came to visit, I wanted to see you. I was in town and stuff like that. And he's like, well, okay. He's like, my wife? And I was like, yeah, I know Granny. Like, and he's like, well, if I give you a letter, will you bring it to my wife? And I'm like, yeah, I will. And he's like, my wife, Leland, you know her, right? And I'm like, yeah, yes. And he's like, so he writes this letter. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I drive back and I give it to my great grandmother. And she's reading this letter. And she's like, and so she's been having to deal with the dementia, like I'm unaware of it and I have it. So she's a little frustrated with it. She's like, oh, he's so, this like, and she's like, Ray Benson, blah blah blah. And she's like, he thought you were Ray Benson. And I'm like, I don't know who Ray Benson is. And she's like, he's somebody we used to know like 50 years ago or something like that. And like she's frustrated with it, and she's like, he just and I felt bad for him because I read this letter, and it's was just such a beautiful thing. It's like dear Leland, which is my grandmother's name, I don't know why I'm in this imprisonment, but I'll get back to you soon, and blah blah blah. And it's like he was a prisoner of war or something, and he's but he's in the home, and he's like, Ray Benson came by to see me, and I asked him to bring you this letter. I was like, so I'm Ray Benson? And she's like, he thought you were Ray Benson. But it was just, that was my first experience with dementia. And I wasn't mature enough to understand it at the time.
Isn't Ray Benson a singer?
It maybe, and I might, the name may not have been
Oh, okay.
Ray Benson, but like something along there, Roy Burnson, I don't know, but something along somebody he knew 50 years ago. He thought apparently I looked like the guy, and so he asked me to sneak this letter out to my great grandmother so that she could, it was like, yeah, she took, yeah, and they had kind of a nurse in and out, but he needed to be in a place where somebody could take care of him full time. But the sad thing was, once they were separated, he went downhill way quicker. So it's one of those kind of things. But he'd fall out of bed at something, she couldn't get him up, and
oh man,
yep.
Well, do you want to? Did I give the point to? I did give the point for hungrier, right? Because I said I'd rather eat a cookie, and then I
think so.
Yeah, I believe so. Well, let's move on to Explosion.
No, he didn't serve in World War II. I think he wanted to, but he was what do they call it? Not allowed to because of a health reason.
You talking about your grandfather?
Yeah, my great grandfather. Yeah. But he was like he met Lyndon Johnson and JFK. Like he was amazing.
Wow. I had a bunch of people in my family that were in World War II, like my grandfather and all of his brothers and stuff. He said basically everyone was he had already served, and all of his brother-in-laws and everybody all in like it enlisted and were going. So he just re-enlisted and ended up going back. He had already been done with the Navy, but he re-enlisted and went back. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know my great granddad signed up, but I think it was because of his asthma or something. Something kept him out of the service, and it bugged him.
Well, let's get on this. Speaking of explosions, best explosion. Here's Bad Moms.
What is the matter with her?
Your mom was probably pretty normal before she had you. But then you were born, and you didn't sleep for 6 months. So she didn't sleep for 6 months, and you refused to eat. And when you did eat, you would barf all over her clothes, and that made your mom a little crazy. And then you fell off your bike and you broke your arm, and then you got bullied in school, and then you started dating that weird dude with the stake through his nose. And all those things made your mom a little more crazy. And then you got married, and you bought a house you can't afford, and you're raising kids who never say please or thank you. Shit, they can't even read. And all those things made your mom super duper crazy. And now you come into my office, and you go, Dr. Carl, why's my mom so crazy? And the answer is, you motherfucker, you made your mom crazy. So be nice to your mom, because you're the one who fucked her shit up.
Yeah. Yep. And then and Bad Santa explosion.
For Christ's sake, make a move and stick with it, would you?
King me.
You lousy, cheating, little fucking shit.
Want to play again?
That was a different kind of explosion.
Oh man.
Bobby, did you see the explosion though? You want to play again? King me. They're both good. I like them both.
Yeah. Well, and it's being a parent definitely changes you. Like I remember saying to my wife, I was like, I have never spent this much of my life worrying about shit, like ever. Whenever I had my son, I was like, like besides cleaning up the shit and dealing with the shit and blah blah blah. And I'm like, but I'd be like, did he poop today? Why doesn't he poop today? I mean, he should have pooped today. Why didn't he poop today? Did he like? What do you like? Is there something wrong with him? He hadn't pooped in a while. Where's the poop?
What is keeping him from pooping?
Yeah, why? What's happening here? Like, and then potty training and butt wiping and like, yeah, so much of your life at that early age just revolves around shit. It's amazing. You know about you got to feed them and you got to take care of them, blah blah. But yeah,
I mean, mine still does.
Well, true. Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and go with Bad Moms on that. Let's see what we got now. Hey.
Wait, we're still on?
What's that? We're still going.
Okay.
Explosion. Okay, best death or kill.
Do you want to talk about your house? Oh, it's
Did we get cut off? Wait.
What the fuck is that?
Did we get cut off, guys?
Oh, I just paused this.
Yeah, but because they were saying, did we get cut off, guys?
Maybe we didn't make enough noise during the.
Really? Yeah, we did. We got cut off for a little bit. Yeah, we weren't talking enough. We actually let the clip talk. Okay. Although, yet again, whenever I was watching, I guess it wasn't live, but whenever I was watching the reviews for this, they show whole scenes. And
Yeah, we got to keep talking through all this dumb shit. That makes me mad. All right. Good to know.
Thank you. But
I guess, we're not allowed. We got to remember, we're not allowed to enjoy the scene. We got to talk over it.
Exactly.
All right.
We can do that.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right. Best death scene or kill. All right.
So this is a
You go
deleted scene, actually. This is a deleted scene, and it's from the Cookie Gingerbread House. And Kristen Bell is making a crack house, and she makes a dead gingerbread man.
There it is. And then we got this death scene. Oh, yeah. And they...
this one was...
Yeah, this was good. Oh! He's like, oh, no!
Dead? No.
Nope, I'm not dead.
And I didn't expect... Even on the rewatch, I didn't remember and or expect this coming. Like, I completely forgot about it.
Still not dead. Then he drags him over behind the tire. Oh, man. Burn it and reverse. I'm like, this is pretty ruthless. Like, and they went there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought they left him alive, though. I thought they were just saying he broke his legs or something. But I guess.
Well, I did watch the director's cut, so maybe the director's cut they went ahead and just killed him.
No, I think that was in there. But I just maybe he was lying to Billy Bob whenever he said that or something like that.
We got a vote from Bobby for Santa, Bad
Yeah,
Santa.
because it's an actual. We got an actual death in Bad Santa. Yeah. So it's got to win that one.
I'm still annoyed at this stupid.
Or YouTube. We got to give that one to YouTube, guys.
Yeah. Fuckers. Dead channel.
But again, I was watching. Are we dead again? Cut off after Clint said director's cut.
Really?
Are you kidding me? This is so stupid. I literally watched whole videos. They weren't lives, though. Maybe that's the difference. Where they're showing whole fucking scenes. Maybe we should just pull clips of other people's clips and show them talking, like show them showing their clips, so we can to YouTube and be like, hey, look, we're just showing some like something that's been on YouTube forever. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, that sucks. Well, let's tell him up. Are we gone now?
Well, I don't know if we're back yet. Usually they'll let us know if we're back.
Well, last time we had
second strike though.
The last time we had this problem, it was
okay. I think we're back. What screen are you on?
Welcome back. Let's see.
Okay. Well,
let's see here. Oh, I need to do this. Boom.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Good to be back. I mean, that was like
What do we
we're
got?
trying to figure it out, YouTube. We're really trying to figure it out. We just can't. Like Clint and I were talking during the break, and like maybe we can show the clips that are on every other person's YouTube video because apparently those are allowed. Um, I have no idea who you can contact. I don't know. Like
I don't know.
Clint appealed it, and they said that it's not. We're not a review channel, apparently, or something. What did they say, Clint? Something along those
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm irritated with them.
Or they disagree.
So so who got the point on the death?
Bad Santa definitely got that point.
Bad Santa definitely got that point. Did I give them the point? That's the big question. I think I got distracted because
well,
no, I did give him the point. And let's see here. And we've been doing this all night and not had any problems, so I'm just going to keep playing like and if the video gets pulled, hey, it just came up from the bottom. Then we'll see where. Let's see here. Quote, death, date. We've only got a couple more, so.
But I mean, we were specifically talking over at that time. We were, I don't know. I mean,
yeah, here's what we got left. I've got best ending. I've got best love story. I've got mom's best, or I've got butt pucker, and that's it. So,
okay.
I'm gonna mute these. This time we're gonna narrate the.
Okay.
So that's how.
Well, usually you just review the movies, and like that's what you do, and.
Well,
that's what I mean. We were talking over it. We were, and we're obviously reviewing the movies. And that's usually enough to be classified. That falls under fair use.
We're not gonna f around. Here's the best ending. So we're gonna play this, and you describe what's happening in this video.
All right.
There are so many things I want to say to you right now. What if I?
This is, wait. Oh yeah. So this is the Ty Spindell comes back, and he gets back together with Carla, so that's the first thing. Where Jackson meets Ty Swindell. Which is, God, that's awkward. And then the girls say, oh, hey, we're late for our Vegas trip. We're going to go. And this is Christmas Day or Christmas night dinner. And there's a scene earlier where she's well, never mind. So the bad moms are getting together, and they're going to Vegas on Christmas night, which is kind of weird. After Isis said she was going to quit gambling, and they're going to Vegas to enjoy New Year's together.
And also, she's like, "We're besties now." They're like, "No, we just met." No, we're besties because she's doing that clingy thing that she did with the daughter. So it's kind of weird. Bad Santa ending. Oh, I gotta mute this too. Yeah, the Bad Santa ending is like we saw before. He ends up running and gets to the doorstep and brings the little man his toy, and that's it. He redeemed himself. That's the ending. He gets shot several times, but he gets that toy to that kid, and I think that's nice. Who had the best ending? Parents are now besties. They're all besties, and they're going on a trip together. So now we have a new crew of moms that need some distraction, and they all have each other now, or Bad Santa.
I got to go Bad Santa on this one too, because as we discussed, the ending kind of makes the other hour of vulgarity worth it. And it redeems the movie. It redeems Billy Bob. It makes it so great. Moms is fine, but it's kind of like the ending of a lot of movies. Hey, we're going to Vegas. Like it's fun. Like, but it was just and like they're leaving during Christmas dinner. Like that was weird to me. Yeah, gotta go Bad Santa.
I'm going Bad Santa too.
Although there was a punk elephant, so that makes it even. I like punk elephant better. That's the name of my new band, Mel.
That's a good band name.
Yeah, punk elephant.
All right, Punk Elephant. Boom.
Oh, Bad Santa is probably the worst airplane movie, even if you're watching the ending.
You're damn right it is. Holy crap.
I guess we got headphones in. Visually, like there's a couple titty scenes, but visually, well, still, I don't know.
Best love story.
All right.
Which one's the best love story?
Now. Hey, you want to see the sweatshirt I made?
So, this is the love between Kiki and her mom, and I can't wait. I can't wait to be this parent. I am gonna, and she says in this scene, we're gonna have so much fun spending every moment together for the next 3 weeks. I'm gonna, God, this is gonna be me with both of my kids. I'm gonna be, and so for Christmas, she gives her a key to her house, which she buys next door. That's gonna be me. And this was a deleted scene, which is unbelievably hilarious. However, you can't watch it. No, it absolutely does not have to be romantic. It's just showing love.
Doesn't matter.
This is where I button your face, is what she said.
All right, then we got Santa's love story. Oh.
Yep.
I've always had a thing for Santa Claus.
Yep, she's always had a thing for Santa.
In case you didn't notice.
Yeah, I think
It's a childhood thing.
So's my thing for tits.
Like that, though, you know, from when you're a kid.
True love.
Yes.
So what do we got? Mom's love for the kiddo, or these two finding each other as drunks, I guess. I think
Yes.
I think mom's love is more of a true love. I think he's just getting some action.
Yeah.
And she's just got a fetish for Santa Claus, so I don't really feel like it's a true love story. I got to get rid of that bottom fly up.
But yeah, that mom love was that's true love. Maybe a little too much, but that's gonna
You
be
way
me,
too
baby.
much. All right, let's see here.
Well, Mel makes a good point. Titties should win every time.
It should. Love story moms are there. Moms there are many.
And Bobby makes a good point. There's there are more than what I showed when it comes to love stories for moms. Shown many different ways, both romantic love, all kind of different mom loves. I gotta quit saying mom loves her. Naked HD is gonna jump in here. No, but yeah, I agree. Yeah, mom shows several different versions of love.
All right, and that leaves. Did mom ending, or we did best ending? We did love story. Now, on to the favorite one. Which movie made your butt pucker more? Boy, this is a serious one. Which one made your butt pucker? Here's the moms.
I'm here to get my balls waxed. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
an
boy.
exotic dancer.
So
I
he's
have
here to get his
keep
balls
my
waxed.
dick balls.
He's
Yep.
So she's
And
gonna
she's
whack
like,
him.
"Ow!"
Just look at that face.
Calm face.
Oh, yeah.
I keep muting. Yikes. And he just stays calm the
Yeah, he
whole
just don't-
time. Butt pucker. And she's in love.
Yeah, let me get your butthole.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want me to reach down there and I can pull my butt crack open for you if you want?
Oh.
Thank you. No one's ever.
No one's ever
asked if they
said
could
that
hold
to
their
me
butt crack
before.
open for me before.
Oh my God, I'm in love.
I'll hold my butt crack open for you anytime you want, Carla.
That makes my butt pucker. Wait, what did he say?
Carla?
Hold on, wait, what did he say?
I'll hold my butt crack open for you anytime you want, Carla.
Oh man, Clint, how did you get your show canceled? Oh, I played this clip that said, Carla, I'll hold your butthole open anytime you want. All right, on to Santa. Bad
No.
Santa.
That like that'd be understandable, but it like
This made my butt pucker because I have a fear of cutting my hands with knives. What the? Oh man.
Yeah.
And he's and he's like, he's freaking out. This kid's freaking out. Oh no. Yep, he's freaking out. And then he's like, I love this part. Oh man, he cut his hand by mistake. I love this right here.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Fix this.
It's what I do.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's what,
To help you.
what you gotta do.
I forgot to say it's going to sting a little bit. That's all.
I do that a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Straight for the vodka, right on the hand.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, go ahead.
I think, as far as butt pucker,
We're gone again, apparently.
are you shitting me?
Cut hand by mistake, then cut out, is what they're saying.
Man, well,
They're after us, and I don't know if they're going to let us back. That's the third one.
yeah. Let's see here. That's annoying, man. We got to start talking and not doing clips anymore.
We were though. This is such, yeah, I guess so, but that's such bullshit, man.
They could have just maybe they fuck. I wonder if they can even hear us right now. Stream suspended. Stream
No, it's
suspended for policy violations. Yeah, we did 3 in a row.
I mean, but that's fucking bullshit. That pisses me off so much. Like, if you would have seen the videos I was watching, like, they just show the like fucking scenes, like, and that's okay. I guess it's got to be because we're live or something. I don't know.
That's weird.
That pisses me off.
So, what the fuck, YouTube? Ruin our Friday nights. Yeah, totally. Bad moms wins. That was.
I mean, and that's the thing too. You could say it's you could say it's review. You could say it's parody. Like what we're doing, like it's any example of the fair use.
Yeah.
But I think it's one of those things where they pick on the fucking little guy because it's like we're not going to hire a lawyer, you know.
Yeah, and I think it's an algorithm catching the stuff.
Yeah.
And
like
yeah, it's annoying.
But again, like they don't catch the whole fucking scenes. Like I said, like watch. I'll pull some up now. We can share.
Hey, are we
screen with-
back?
Are we back? I don't know. Let me see. No.
I think we're back. Yeah, we're back.
No, we're not back.
Yeah, we are. I'm watching us. I can see us. We're back.
Oh, we are back.
All right, gang. Well, we got to figure out what we're gonna do about this mess.
Yeah.
They don't like our clips, so
Well, they pick and choose which clips to like. We've made changes. We've done everything we think we need to do to show that we are reviewing a movie. And I was just telling Clint, we're even parodying a movie. Parody is covered under fair use. The reason they can make if there's a movie called The Mean One coming out, and it's a whole Grinch movie. It's the Grinch killing people. The reason Dr. Seuss is not public domain, the Grinch is not public domain, but the reason they can do that is because it is a parody. They can make a whole freaking movie and release it in theaters because it's a parody, and we can't make fun of bad moms and bad Santa without getting shut down. To me, it kind of seems
a little fucked up.
Just a touch.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to email somebody, like contact them. Fortunately, they're not Facebook, because Facebook, there's no humans that you can that you can write to or anything. And so I want to see if I can figure out, hey man, look, what the deuce, Can you give me some tips, some pointers? Do we just need to do no audio and at all? And but I've seen videos. Yeah, I've seen videos. Maybe these clips are too long and they need to be shorter clips or something.
But
Is there is there
maybe,
a 5
but
second rule? Like,
no, I don't think, because literally, like I said, the reviews I was watching before this, like they would show whole scenes from the film. Like they would just sit there, they would just show it, and then they would talk about it. They wouldn't even talk over it like we were trying to do to appease the YouTube gods. Like, so I don't like, they need to tell us what to do, what we're doing wrong, and how we can fix it, because we will fix it. But there's obviously some kind of double standard, I don't know, going on, like something.
I'm wondering if once you trigger the robot, then you're on their radar, and then they start paying attention. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess, but what triggered it the first time? That's what I mean too.
I don't know. But we've been doing this for a while, never had any problems, and now all of a sudden we're having these issues. So it's strange. I wonder if it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's an algorithm that's detecting stuff. It's not.
I mean, it is, yeah.
It's not like it's a human, but weird. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. But what we do know, gang, is that that
Bad
made
Mom came out?
Yeah, Bad Moms came out, and even with the point for the flight, you which one would you pick? You obviously you have to pick Bad Moms, because you're not going to be watching Bad Santa on a flight. So so the winner is
You win. Fatality.
Yeah. The winner is Bad Moms Christmas.
Take that 5.6 on IMDb.
That's right. Guys, be sure you subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like that kind of subscribe. We're going to head out. We hope you guys have a delightful evening and a great holidays. We're going to see you next week. Next week, we're going to do... It's Home Alone versus Die Hard, right?
No, that's the week after. Next week is Elf versus Christmas Vacation.
So this coming week is Elf versus Christmas Vacation?
Yep.
All right. And holy smokes. Getting irritated at YouTube really makes me tired. So I'm gonna have to we'll have to call them or email them or something this week and see what we can figure out. But anyhow,
Clink, if you're listening, can you jump on afterwards or for a sec? Or are you going to bed? What you doing?
Clink hasn't responded one time tonight.
I know, but I'm just saying if he's out there in Viewerland.
Elf versus Christmas Vacation. Thanks, Bobby. For those of you who are Patreon members, I sent the schedule out to the Patreon crew. Again, we appreciate you guys. So
yes, thank you for your patience.
That's why we did that.
And if there is some way to contact YouTube, go nuts on them. I just
be like, y'all are crap. This platform's crap. We're going to 4chan. Just kidding.
Yeah.
We're going
to Twitch.
We're already on Twitch.
I know, but full time.
We're on Twitch right now. We're live streaming on Twitch right now.
Twitch bump us? We need to see if Twitch bumps us. Fucking.
It's a good question. I've never. I just send it over there. I've never actually seen us on Twitch live. It's just I just know we're streaming there right now. It could be like a year of streaming over there and nobody ever watches. Maybe there's a bunch of followers over there, but they don't ever comment.
Like they never talk to the Twitch people.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, yeah, I just got a Twitch account, so I'll jump on there and check it out. And Bobby, we got to do some. I say it all the time, but I did get a Twitch account, and we can see if we can get a Mario Kart thing going.
Yeah.
And Clint, go buy a Switch Lite. They're $299, or no, $200, $199.
Can I just use my Xbox that I don't ever use?
No, it's a Switch. What's cool about a Switch is you can play it on the big screen, or you can. It's like a game. It's like a Game Boy that you can hook up to your. It's like a.
Is it like a Sega Game Gear?
But you can play it on the big screen. It's like the full console that you can play in your hand too. Like it's handheld
Dude,
and you can play it on your big TV.
Sega Game Gear had a color screen. The Game Boy just was just black and white.
But you can't you couldn't hook it up to your big screen TV and like have full on graphics.
I know, it was like 1993. It's too long ago.
I know. So why are you? What?
I'm just saying you're saying it's like a Game Boy. It's
because
more
it's
like a
portable.
Game Gear because it actually has a color screen.
Well, true, but it's portable.
Also, you could flip that one upside down, and if you're left-handed, you could play it the other way, which is pretty impressive for a 90s
It actually
handheld game. It just would go dead really quick. Get a Switch, Clint.
just shut up and get a Switch.
If you will add Bobby and I as friends, Clint, I will buy you a Switch. Man, I don't want to be taking Switches from people.
Yeah.
I don't. I wish I had time, dude. I've got. I bought the. It's not the Super Xbox thing that they have, like the
the Big Daddy or whatever, the Slam.
It's the one that's white that it's the Xbox S that's the newest one, but it doesn't even have a drive. It's just strictly online gameplay, you know. And I've played it. I played it the day I bought it. And then I had Dustin came over and we played UFC one time, and then he left and I played some Jedi Academy stuff, and then I haven't played it since. I bought like a headset, 2 headsets, 2 controllers, like full on Game Pass, the whole thing, and like I've played it twice, and it's been over a year since I bought that. And it's not because I don't enjoy sitting there and zoning out. It's because I'm always working on a stupid project all the time.
So sell it and buy a Switch, and then Bobby's right. We can have Twitch parties.
Then I could play it, and I could play it in my car in traffic.
Don't do that. But yes, you could.
And kids at home, don't do that. If you heard me say that wasn't a suggestion or don't try this at home.
Yeah, and you can play new games and old games, like all the old school games. Like you can get them on there.
And what if I'm playing Mario Kart and then I start driving my car like I'm in Mario Kart instead of playing the game? That's why you don't want to play in your car.
You don't. Yeah, that's
while you're driving.
You can't pick up items and throw turtle shells at people.
Yeah, you do like an
you
do like an e-brake turn all of a sudden out of nowhere, and you're like, oh shit, I'm just on Mopac. Like that's not even a.
That'd be an amazing news story, though.
Yeah. Clint rolled off of a flyover while playing Mario Kart and in his car. Wait,
still won, and you died like this, holding the Switch up like yeah.
I would be hanging off the side of the flyover, playing with one hand. That's what I would do. Because I'm gangster.
There's enough people online. It won't ruin our friendships. People get crazy online.
Mario Kart's got to be fun.
Oh yeah.
You remember GoldenEye?
Totes, yes.
GoldenEye. That was some serious.
I wonder if it's online on the Switch.
I don't know, but that's a good stinking game. That looked like when we were recording Hurry Up and Wait, Riddling Kids first record. You'd have one guy in there tracking drums. Okay, and maybe you'd have me in there like going through guitar parts with our drummer Dave, but actually Dave knew all the parts. He didn't even need a guide. Sometimes that's very common. Like usually one person, especially, but we'd been playing the song so long he knew them backwards and forwards. So and Dave was like, he was in there. He's gonna knock all of the stuff off. Well, what are the other 3 of us gonna do for the 10 hours while Dave's doing that. Well, we end up in the lounge playing GoldenEye the whole time. We played some Mario Kart too, but and you know, this is like the year 2001. You know what I mean? This is like a long time ago. And so this is happening. And then like, okay, now it's time for the Mark to go track his bass parts. So he's in there doing bass, and what are the rest of us doing? Well, Dave, our drummer, and then the rest of us are all playing GoldenEye in the lounge. We play GoldenEye. We're in there for 6 weeks. We play GoldenEye the whole time, and sometimes a producer would come out, and then he would stop recording, and we would just all be in there playing GoldenEye. And we spent. I mean, we probably spent.
He's like, this is my money.
I mean, it's like $150,000 plus probably $200,000 to record that record, and it was insane how much money. We spent recording that record, and I wonder if there's a way to tally. If we're really honest with ourselves, if we could tally how many dollars were actually spent paying for GoldenEye. That studio alone was $900 a day. You know what I mean? It was like, yeah, we played a lot of GoldenEye. It was badass. And then
and go ahead.
Oh, and then the Xbox came out later, and then with Halo and stuff like that. We would play a lot of Halo. I remember PlayStation came out, and that was and then we got the first Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and we played on tour. We used to play Tony Hawk Pro Skater a lot, and then we would play Halo, and we'd be like, dude, no sniping, man. I hate people. You be running around and somebody be sniping from out on the sides, and I got a distaste for Halo because people were sniping all the time.
Well.
I was like Leroy Jenkins. I would just run in and try to kill everybody. That's how I roll. And I play Hitman like that. I wouldn't try and get the safest score. I would just go through the whole game and kill everyone. It was great. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say too, and Mario Kart was so great at the time because the little trick, and this is how I got married. You know, you're hanging out at a bar or something like that, and you know, having a great time with a young lady or something. I was like, I don't know. What do you want to do? You want to get out of here and go play Mario Kart? It's like, oh, okay. And it's like, yeah. Because back then you couldn't play online. Now they're just like, well, I'll go home to my house and I'll play Mario Kart with you online. It's like, not back then.
It's not as fun.
I've got an N64 at my house. Me and wife used to have these bets. We would bet movie battle, like, because we used to trade back and forth to pick movies. She'd pick some, romantic comedy, and I'd pick some horrible, terrible horror movie. And so then we would do Mario Kart bets. If you win this one, then you get to pick the next two movies, and blah blah blah. Yeah, it's Mario. Oh, Mario Kart's great.
There's a I think Game of Thrones was good like that too. Oh, I don't have HBO. Well, you can come over and watch Game of Thrones at my house. Like,
you gotta see this show.
Yeah, it's really good.
Game of Thrones cart.
Yeah, I wonder how many babies are around because of Game of Thrones. Well, I guess it's time to shut her down, man.
Thank you for sticking with us, guys. And yes, we are going to set up some sort of Nintendo battle, and we'll get Clint a Switch, whether he likes it or not. Because we can do that on Twitch, and they're not going to shut us down. And we can play a video game for like 8 hours and show the whole game, and they're not going to shut us down. We show 10 15 second clip.
Those son of a guns. I like how you can. I also like how you can have watch parties on through Amazon with what is it, Twitch? They're owned by Amazon, so like you can have have a watch party, and you get everyone involved to watch the show at the same time, and then and they go over because everybody has to pay to watch it, but it syncs all the start times up, so everybody's watching it together. So they have watch parties on Twitch, which is pretty cool.
We need to do that. Yeah. And Bobby, I think you sent me your stuff. You got to resend it. My son's always on the Switch, so I haven't had time to put it in, or even I haven't touched it in I don't know how long. But I'm going to put it in. And yeah, Mel, 7 years too. Yeah, like for sure. I got to figure out when we can actually do it. Um, but like we got to do it. Ooh, yeah. Let's get EJ.
Hell yeah.
We could all throw down.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I've been I don't know, but he had a birthday a couple days ago. I was locked out. I couldn't even comment on his I think I think I tagged him or something on Twitter, but I was like, normally I would just message him on Facebook and say happy birthday, but so if you're hearing this, Edward, happy birthday, man. Yeah. So yeah, I've been kind of busy lately. I'm working on pre-production demos for a new band called Generation Exit. I'm excited. Should be fun. So we're working on that. I'm gonna have some Riddling Kids news here, probably a little after Christmas. Where I talked to Dave again today, and I've got to talk to the other guys and sort out some times for us to go to start doing some practices, and then we're gonna have a Riddling Kid show. So that's gonna be cool. So just getting it all sorted out. But for first things first. I got to finish a documentary I'm working on and get through the holidays, and I'm doing a record with Generation Exit, this new band. So anyway, blah 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 wah 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 wah. Love you guys, Curtis.
Yep.
We all know about. Oh, you just sent EJ my message. Thank you. We all know where to find you. That's at Bakertown.
That's
so,
correct.
gang, if you're a rando out there that sees this video and you want to check out Curtis's channel, check it out because it's good stuff, good fun stuff. And you can catch me on Instagram. I'm the OG Clint Baker on Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, and I'm not going to back Facebook right now because I'm kind of annoyed with them. So. So F those guys. So, but my name's Clint Baker. You can find me there. And we will see you guys soon. Every Friday, be sure to and we'll see you soon.
Love y'all.
Tune in next week.
Bye-bye, boys. Have fun storming the castle.